Well, welcome to the 700 Club. Immigration reform is advancing through Congress, but there's still plenty of roadblocks ahead.
Now some are saying evangelicals could be the key to success. David Brody has the story from Washington.
In the next few months, we should have a better idea whether millions of illegal immigrants will get an eventual pathway to citizenship. First, there's an 844-page bill to go through.
Our staff has been working for days trying to decipher this gobbledygook.
Republican Senator Marco Rubio, one of the bill's key sponsors, knows the kinks need to be worked out.
It's not ideal, but it's tough and it's fair and it's enforceable.
Make no mistake, the recent climate change on immigration has been propelled largely by the evangelical community. Polls show 60% of white evangelical Christians support a pathway to citizenship as long as there are some requirements in the bill.
Initially, evangelicals were way behind. What we see now is that evangelical leadership is walking in tandem. It's walking at the rhythm of the beat of immigration reform.
Many conservative Christian groups, like Focus on the Family, are now on board, thanks to the work of the Evangelical Immigration Table. Its goals: respect the God-given dignity of every person and respect the rule of law. This table also brings together conservatives like Matthew Staver of Liberty Counsel and liberal evangelicals like Jim Wallace. They're pushing congressional leaders hard with a national radio ad campaign focusing on helping the stranger among us, cited in Matthew 25.
Christ calls evangelicals to compassion and justice.
Senator Lindsey Graham tells CBN News that the message from evangelicals has been loud and clear.
The evangelical support that's been so helpful to me has one common thread to it. They want to be practical and they recognize these people are human beings.
But there's a potential stumbling block to that support. The latest talk on Capitol Hill centers on language that could be in the bill that would allow gay couples to sponsor their partners for U.S. residents.
The evangelical community and the Catholic Church will not support a bill that turns the efforts to reform immigration into a same-sex marriage debate. That's not going to, the market will not bear that.
Successful immigration reform could be a political win for the Republican Party.
At least half the Hispanic community is programmed to be Republican. They're religious, they're pro-family, they're entrepreneurial, they're pro-life.
So providing that border security requirements are strengthened, then it looks like a deal might actually get done.
Ultimately, I believe the American people are compassionate people. If they feel like they're being protected and the federal government is doing its job, then we'll find a way to deal humanely and compassionately with the 12 million people who are here.
David Brody, CBN News, Washington.